Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Our waste area here is growing, it's coming along nicely actually. It's growing, it's building, that's pretty good. Now, in the last episode we did, however, realize that there's a few things that's starting to go wrong a little bit over here. One of them is gravel. We are running out of gravel at quite a rapid rate, right? So we don't generally have the gravel to accommodate our construction industry in general. The other thing is I'm starting to get a bit worried about the amount of workers that we actually get out here to create food for us. Now we do have plenty of crops, we just don't have the food. So this area here, we've got a few trains coming in, or we've got a single train coming in here, right? So let's quickly have a look at where we find ourselves with that. Come on. Pretty sure that's its line. Do that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Show me where this guy is. It is actually, it's actually quite old and in need of a bit of love. So I think my view here is that we'll actually send this guy back to the depot. Can't actually send it to be scrapped at this stage, because we don't have a facility for it. But what we'll do is we'll turn it around where it is at the moment. Oh, that's beautiful. We can actually turn it around. Oh, hang on. There's one issue with this. Right, so that guy should be able to get out of there now. Excellent. Get you out of the way. I'm wondering if its speed is dropping because of this. Is it slower? No, it doesn't seem to be slower. It seems to be completely fine. It's just we're going to probably get into breakdown area. Now, that means we're going to run out of workers here. Now, we've electrified all of this, so I may as well see about getting some train sets. Let's have a look at the dollar value train sets. Ooh, look at that. It's not very quick, though. So let's say we are after... Oh, these are metros, are they? Yeah, I think that's what they are. They're metros. So if we go electric locomotives, we see something else. Very, very, very pricey. So we're definitely not buying any of that. Let's get out of there. Over here, I'm interested in the train sets. I'm interested in the electric train sets. Can't actually see that. Okay, so what we have here, we're probably just going to go with this guy. 100 kilometers an hour. We don't need things to be quicker. This one will take a lot more passengers, and we'll probably need to do 2 of them. 400, so on. So we can obviously do something else, but I think the train sets are just the best value on these train sets. That's a little quicker, but so much more expensive though. Yeah, it's just not worth our while. So I'll just grab 2 of these. That is going to be more than sufficient. Now, this guy that I'm actually coming in here, it's got a line. I don't think that line is called anything, but what we'll need to do is we'll want to set it to a line. I think it's this one. So I'm pretty sure it's that one, right? And what we'll do is we'll make a start on that, and we'll set a line, and it is that one as well, and we will make a start. Oh, you know what? Don't start it just yet. So we'll let that one run a little bit. This is Javol, right? It is. Okay, so that guy will start moving, so we'll get some more people to come in through here, and with 2 trains it'll help a little bit. Now, the one thing that I did kind of wonder about is, do we get ourselves this is we could repair our trains right here with a little bit of help, right? Let's see, well, rail end stations aren't very big, right? So a depot, a railway end station, it unfortunately is not going to work for us, I think. It's a little bit too far away. I actually don't even mind getting it here, but what we will need to do is I'm pretty sure I'm just going to get rid of a few of these things here. So let's do that. Let's do that. And at the same time, we may as well get rid of, well, we'll come back with some better stuff here. So let's just do that. And I'm going to go and just pay for all of that deconstruction there as quickly as we can. Okay. Then we'll have to get rid of these paths. Even that one there, even this one here. I think we're pretty comfortable with that. And we also want to get rid of this. There we go. So now we'll clean this up a little bit. We could even go direct and not just not have something in here. So what I'm now interested in doing is let's just go back and see what can we do in terms of a rail in station, right? We've just got the one train depot, railway in station. So something like this, right? I think we will probably need to just thinking we could turn it around. It doesn't really need to be sophisticated in terms of, yeah, something like that. Is maybe about right. So if I were to do this, right? Let's do that. Let's place that, right? We'll see how that goes. We'll place that one. And then we'll get ourselves this track. I will need to leave a little bit of room there. Oh, that seems to be workable. Is that okay? I want to connect it to this so that we can actually fix the trains here. I think that's the plan, right? Going in there means the trains can be fixed when they're at the end station. And we can activate all of those. It is just getting a little bit tight in this area, to say the least. And we won't be able to run this way, right? Yeah, that's a definite no. There's a definite no in terms of getting out that way. So let me just think a little bit about this. Can we do something a little better than this? We can't really move this away. Do we want to do a loop? And then out where? No, this is going to be the best. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and pay for that. Here we go. So let's just get that up and running. And the one thing that we are missing, of course, now is our walkway. We'll cut across there. And we'll do something like this. I'm kind of wondering whether we have to do something like that as well. So if we do that, I'm pretty reasonable. So now those are reconnected. Now we can grab that other line where we've just assigned this guy. Here it comes to Javal. So let's view the line detail. Right, and now you're going to go there, and then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to come into the end station, and then you're going to go back there. That's fine. So let's do that. That should work quite effectively. It can go anywhere, really. Doesn't matter. That's multiple options for it there. So that's okay. So that's the one, and I would like to just rename it and say, This is going to be Tomoilski Tomoilski workers. Tomoilski rail workers. Something like that. Because that's the only place we send. Oh, no, we are sending workers somewhere else too. So let's just do that. We'll assign that one. Got 3 vehicles on the line now. And that means we can now also make a start on this one. And this one we can just clear off the line there. See what we get up to there. Okay, so there we go. So now, presumably these are spaced apart at a reasonable level. These guys are catching up to one another. That's kind of all good. Why is this guy... hang on. Let's have a quick look. What do we have in terms of signals here? You should be able to go out that way, shouldn't you? That is an interesting one. Look, eventually we want to get rid of all of that, right? And we'll do grade separations and things like that for through moving trains. But still got some electricity problems, but I'm hoping that this guy will be able to pick up a nice big number of workers. That's kind of the plan here, right? Nice. 150 workers over there. Getting out. Oh, the next one's coming in. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to send this guy out to the end station. So move straight through to the end station. Ah, I need to... You wonder about this. Okay, hang on. You know what? I could have actually... Don't worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it now. But I'm going to... if I get rid of those two... and I do this... and I do that... and then we probably need to do a little something on this side. Oh, we can only really go through on a few of them. So let's just do a couple of chains here. So at least they can chain them into this direction, right? Do something like that. Yeah, there we go. And then, yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later. But that should work in terms of working. That also means we don't need this, right? We'll do that. We'll just get that to work. There we go. To try and sort that out for us. We have it in here now, right? We have a vehicle inside the building. We do, so hopefully we'll get that one out of the way a little bit. This guy... You know what I want to do? Let's have a look and just make sure we get this guy to be... Because we'll have to replace this, or we'll just get the other one on there. So what I'm going to do is beyond the... so after that one, you're going to pop in there. Yes, let's do that. You're going to pop in there, and then you're going to go back out and do the rest of your thing. And we'll call this the Termoilski Oil Workers. Oil Workers Rail. I don't know. That's fine. It's going to be fine. Oh, yes, I thought I need to remember of the abbreviations and stuff that I'm using. Okay, so that's one option. So now we've got this guy running. And this guy should be coming out, picking up a nice big number. And if I come over here, this guy is just about to arrive and send some workers through here, right? Big numbers. Emptied out. Lots of workers coming through here, I think. Just want to see us create a lot more here. Yeah, excellent. Get up there, get up there. Really good production there. Okay, so that's the first step. The next one, okay, so now we've got the food workers. We sorted out the workers going out for food. Gravel remains a big problem. So what can we do with gravel? We can obviously expand this operation and just get more trucks coming in. I think, I mean, from a capacity perspective, we're nowhere near what we can do. Maybe we'll get a few extra workers in there just in general. But ultimately, maybe we need to... I mean, this facility can still do more, right? We're just missing a lot of quarried stone here. And these guys do bring a lot more, like 13 tons at a time. And this is a rate of what? Yeah, so we get like about 2/3 of the gravel that we put in. In terms of quarried stone. So yeah, that is a bit of a dilemma because we don't actually have a buffer. This guy does have a reasonable amount in there. But yeah, we're using it just way too quickly in general. So I think the easiest fix for this is just to put more of this here and then work towards something a little bit better. So let's start off with that. It's going to take a little bit of time to get something more significant than this going. If we were to say one here and one there, I think that should be sufficient. We'll go ahead and add those in there. And we will, let's just build these two. Get them sorted out, not get it too much more gravel use there. And I'm interested in using one of these guys here and one of these guys over here. And then we just need to set up a little bit more. But we will need something for these guys to be working on. So maybe what I can do is I can get rid of that. Right, if I have a look at this one, it actually, well, it doesn't even collect here. Okay, well, let's get rid of that section then. We'll do that. To get rid of that, then we should be able to build something else in here, right? So then we grab one of these guys right there. Good stuff. We will pay for it. Let's just have a look here. Does this thing actually fill up with any of this stuff? Apparently it does fill up with a little bit of biological waste. So what we'll do here is we'll just do one of biological waste and the rest will all be mixed waste containers. And that's fine. So now that should work. I'm hoping that there's a reasonable amount of fuel here to be able to work on that. There's a lot. I probably need to build another fuel station somewhere along the way here, so it's a little easier for things to fill up. This seems to be the only one in the area. Now that's okay. Now we will need a few vehicles here. We can buy 3 vehicles. So let's buy ourselves 3 vehicles at a time. We would like dumpers, please. Dumpers there. Total capacity. We'll go with these guys. Yeah, absolutely. Whoa. What's this? Yeah. That's the best one. So let's do 1, 2 or 3. 3. Let's just do 3. I'm going to grab you and say, I'm going to go from here. Well, these things probably need to be repaired every now and again. You're going to go from there and you're going to go there. So you are going to come in here. You're going to load quarried stone, and over there you're going to dump quarried stone. And we're not actually saying that you need to wait or anything like that. We will have a bit of a look and say this is quarried stone 5 or something. Quarried stone 5. Here we go, and save and go. Launch it. We'll add the other 2 to it as well. Let's set to line quarried stone 5 and start. And we'll set that one to quarried stone 5 and start. So now at least that one will work. We'll do 3 more over here. And we'll move in the rest. So give me some more dumpers. 1, 2, 3. We'll grab one of them. We'll say this one. And over there. Clear that out, please. And this one will be loading of quarried stone. And that one will be dumping of quarried stone. And we will view the line. And this is the quarried stone 6. We'll come back later and sort things out and make things a little bit better. So that's a starting point. We'll get that guy assigned. Quarried stone 6 over there and run. And quarried stone 6 and run. Okay, so hopefully that's upping our stone capacity a fair bit. So what is actually... Got electricity problems. Oh, it's all the way on the other side. Yeah, let's just clear out some of this stuff, see how we're going. Do hope we're getting better at this stuff. Okay, now, what I think we should be looking at, and this guy ultimately, does this guy actually go over? I'm kind of tempted to have that guy go over because it needs to go over this as well. Kind of tempted, but we could potentially cut it across on this side and then run it back down. There is room for us to run down on the side of it and then join in. We'll have to see. Obviously better if we run it in the middle, but we could just get it straight through there. That should be quite workable. But I think now we should have a healthier number of workers here most of the time. Doesn't seem to be the case really. Now this guy, I thought what we could do is we could actually assign him to the oil workers and just make a start on that. And we'll grab this guy and just say, please go to the end station first so you can get yourself a bit of a repair going there. What is this guy actually doing? Moving a tiny amount of food to the border, I think. No, not to the border. To Commotionovsk. Okay, that's an interesting one. Yeah, these guys... Oh, that guy should really not be picking some up. A little bit of planks there. Okay, now, so I think that's giving us a little bit of a start on the gravel. I'm hoping we'll fill everything up now. What's going on here? This is still under construction. Oh, this is our plastics factory. Why is this not doing anything? Thermolski should be building it. We're just missing a lot of materials. Okay, so these guys must just be busy. Okay, we'll leave it there. Okay, so plastics is underway. Gravel is kind of fixed for the time being. A little bit of a bandage on the problem, to be honest. This should be repairing stuff, but what is going on here? No, it is actually repairing stuff. Can I just up my workers here, please? Let's get more workers coming through here. Allow the repair, cancel on idle, allow repair in building. What is going on with this? Oh, the vehicle is on the way. Ah, so these things aren't actually fixing them at the moment then, is it? Anyway, it doesn't matter too much for me right now. We should, over time, sort things out. We've got some electricity issues. I'm hoping that our oil workers over here, with a more regular train coming in, we should be just fine. Yeah, our gates are working nicely. And how's this doing? Oh, we're beautiful. This is beautiful, an amount of oil that we've got here. So with the new train going through, we're in a pretty reasonable spot. Yeah, so we really don't. Anyway, that's all good for the time being. Okay, looking pretty good, really. Looking pretty good. Now, the next thing we need to do while all of this is under construction here, we do need to plan out what our water infrastructure is going to look like. So switch on our... So that's a bit of a low point there. We're not going to go through here, I think. Be too high and too far. So really what we need to do is we need to run sewage from here, from somewhere over here down there. I think that would be quite useful. Okay, can we get a sewage outflow pipe here? That is what it's called, right? Sewage discharge. That's actually quite a fair bit lower, and it's probably a better spot for it. Yeah, I'm not against this. Oh, we've got a vehicle here that's doing its thing. I maybe need to jump in here, do a little bit of this myself. So if we level from the center, nice and small. Yeah, I want to try and get it as low as possible. So if we do that, presumably that should kind of make it work. Yeah, absolutely. Just get this to... We had a spot there, right? There we go. That's the spot that works for us. So we should probably be able to get a bit of a path out of there, just in case we need it. Now that should have a pretty healthy, if we run the sewage pipe out that way. So let's start by just bringing it in from the other side. That's kind of what I'm thinking is appropriate. So if we were to go, and the idea is really that this is lower. So that's the higher part of it. So if we do it slightly higher over there, don't want it too high though. It needs to be lower. Okay, so let's just do it here. If we were to do one there, and we were to do one somewhere over here, and we were to do something like over here, then that should ultimately work, right? So let's do that. That gives us a fair few of them. We should be able to go underground and get these to work quite nicely. Get a bit of a more gradual line in there. And then that one should go there quite nicely. So see there, we can work with the topography quite nicely. And then this one ultimately is quite a deep one. But I'll go for the middle just in case we want to do some others as well. So that's a good, a kind of generally good starting point here. We'll start the construction on that. It'll be a bit of a challenge. Now, one of the things I thought we will need to do is just make sure we run a bit of a road out to the other side as well. I'm thinking if we go up here, or do we just run? Yeah, let's just run that. So what I'll do is let's take out the bend here just for a minute. Okay. Then what we'll do is we'll run a road to the other side. That's okay. And we will actually let's take out that entire section there, and we'll bring this guy back like so, and we'll just pay for that little section there. So get that all nice and built. Excellent. So that gives us access to the other side with something that looks pretty reasonable to me. So that's good. Now we're making a start on some of this stuff. We will need to perhaps go underground and find, no, not quite yet. So let's see. So if we were to then just from here, do a bit of that. Give me missing resource fuel. That's not good. We'll do that. That'll be a bit of an area where they can get to it, a bit of a service road or something. These things are building quite nicely now. So we'll make do with that. Okay, so there we go. So that's our sewage line. Happiness and things are still good here. Now the next part of the puzzle is water. Now all of this will need drinking water more so than anything else, right? If we were to go down here, have a bit of a look. Yeah, none of them does their own thing. So we need drinking water in this area. So in order for us to really do that, we need workers. So workers will be able to do a couple of things. So if we were to get ourselves a big water well, but I am worried that ultimately the quality here is going to be quite problematic and we won't be able to get that work quite well. So the other thing that we want to do is maybe let's just get a water treatment facility. And the question is, do we actually need something larger? Small water treatment gives me 120 per day, 120 square meters per day, and this one gives us 300. I don't know if we need something larger though. Do we? Is it going to make much of a difference if we just build it? I'm kind of tempted to just do the smaller one. Place the smaller one right over there next to the fire station. Right, and that should be able to give us water here. Okay, so let's start that. That can start construction. I will build its little road section there because that just slows things down too much. And then what we'll do is we'll get a small water well that doesn't actually need workers, and we'll get 2 of them because 2 of them will max out what that guy can do. And somewhere over here should probably be sufficient. So what I'm thinking is we'll do 2 of them. Kind of, oh, it needs to be powered though. We will... Would we want to do it over here? I don't think so. And over there, yeah, probably not. We're just going to try and do it over here. I think that's going to be okay. So we'll do 1 there and 1 there. And they should be sufficiently spaced there. So what we'll do is we'll run a little bit of a path there. And we'll give ourselves some gravel connecting roads. Something like that, and we will go ahead and pay for the road sections. That's fine. And now let's build some piping here. We will need to put some pumps in place. We could presumably just do 1 big pump, to be honest. So give me a big pump here. Oh, we've got a high capacity pumps and stuff now. Can we... Oh, we have no power in this area. We'll have to power these as well. So we may as well do a little something like this. Maybe just a little bit out of the way there. Let's do something like that. Get those pipes in place. Get these to move. Get 1 there. No. Clear out that section. Didn't want to do that. And then what we'll do is we'll extend that one over there. So there we go. So that's piping in there. We'll similarly pipe a few things out this way. So now we'll start treating that. So let's get that going. So we can start that construction. Then from here, I'm thinking we need a bit of a water tower. Or at least some kind of reservoir. I like that idea. This thing, however, will need to be pumped, though. Yet again, that needs to be pumped. So let's move that away. I just think I'd rather we get... something like that's probably okay. Okay, we'll do that. Get ourselves another pump in here. And we will connect that one up there, and that one goes in there. And we'll get that moving. There we go. So that gives us the starting point here. So at least we'll sort out a little bit of water in this area. Now, let's go upstairs, get a few of these things connected. So we would like to provide some connectivity to some of these things so they can get constructed. That's all good. So there's a lot of construction items. Oh, that one doesn't actually need it, but that's okay. And then from here, we will just have to do every now and again. We'll need to do a little bit, a little extra one. That one's not quite going to work there. This side might work. Okay, that's fine. Actually, I think maybe... There we go. That's fine. Instead of doing... Okay, that's good. Let's do that one. Just do a few of these as we run water from the one side to the other side. Sewage runs over here, so we may... To be honest, that's probably sufficient. Then the next one can be somewhere over here. Okay, that gives us a spot there. we go. Let's go underground and just get these connected. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Ooh, yeah, we're going to run next to this tunnel. Okay, let's get the piping going. That one goes directly in there. And then this one, to stay centered. You go. That's okay. That's pretty good. Right next to the tunnel. It seems fairly logical to me. So let's get that under construction. There's a lot of stuff happening here. Chemicals are missing. That's a pretty dangerous one to be seeing. And then all we need to do is now just sort out our last bits and pieces here. So we would want... We'll grab one over here. That's going to be fine. And it actually covers pretty much everything. Okay, we'll just leave the one there then. So we have room for expansion should we need it. So we'll go underground and we'll tie that one in there. That's going to be pretty good. We'll get that sorted out. Similarly for water, we might just do one over here because I think, unless it's not going to capture this side, but I think we should be fine. Let's grab our water substation. We basically just needed to... Oh, this one doesn't need it? Yeah, there's its own water. Something like that should be tying in absolutely everything. We will get this guy in there, get that connected, and get our last two little sections built there and there. That should be fine. So now all of that can get constructed. We need power out over here, so we do need to lay another round of power to come into this direction. But I think that is getting us in the right spot to be able to very soon actually make a start on this. What I would like to have a look at is just see who is actually under construction. So let's start as much of the construction here as we potentially can. Right, we can get these guys in to come and do a little bit more for us. And similarly on this side, please. Get all the helicopters in there. But also, let's just get Termoilski construction offices to make a start there. That one needs to be connected. That's good. Epidemic situation report is going on. Just get all of these to kind of work. Because there's sections here that's not constructible by helicopter, it's probably better to do that. There's one here. Let's just quickly give it a little bit of a road connection there. And then we'll say one... and get it assigned also. Assigned construction number 3 there. Okay, excellent. So now there's all of this stuff is currently under construction. We're busy building. Is this thing built? I think that thing is built already. So once that's done, we'll be able to get workers out here, activate a lot of this stuff. But we will have all of this nicely sorted. This thing is it's filling up. Yeah, this one is filling up. So yeah, really. And that should still hold, right? This thing is maxed out. So we really are doing everything we can here. Are we getting a dip into this? Not really, but I think I'm still worried that sometimes I see that we don't really have enough workers around. But I think they come in regularly enough now to be pretty good. Now, what I would want to see is, are we actually fixing stuff quick enough here? Oh, now we've got a helicopter wanting to get repaired. And these guys are still, for some reason, not actually coming in here. Now, this has been repaired. Yeah, that has been repaired. Okay, so that might be okay. So maybe it's just getting another round of those to come in. But we have a helicopter here, which is a problem. So it's sent a guy over to come and do the helicopter. Waiting for repair. But why isn't this guy doing the repair? It doesn't... Oh, nothing to repair. No, well, I don't want that one to be repairing helicopters then. Can I say no helicopters? Gonna cancel that repair. Yeah, get the rest of the stuff in here. This one, I'm hoping that this guy will repair it. It's got everything it needs over here. Yeah, so I'm a little worried that I want the office to be doing a lot of stuff here. But really, you should be repairing on this side. Maybe I should just reduce the radius here. Just reduce the radius. It'll still pick that up though. You just see that everything over there is in fact being picked up. Yeah, that's okay. So all of that is being picked up. So now we've got the water and sewage planned out. It's under construction. We've managed to increase our workers to the food section. We've managed to increase gravel, though it is just a small one. Let's have a look what's happening with plastics. We probably also need to see about doing a little bit of an expansion over here. Is the plastics factory been built? It has been built, but nothing is happening just yet. So we do need to set this thing up. That's not quite functioning just yet. So let's do that first, and then we'll see about getting some more workers in place. We still have a 4% unemployment, 17,000 people living here. Okay, so we are in need of oil and chemicals. It has a pretty hefty oil tank, but chemicals not so much. So this one is practically chemicals and plastics. That's what we're doing here. We're limiting the amount, and we're saying we would like 0. Come on. The tab button, the tab key, you can do the tab. Let's do 50%. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Actually, maybe it should be 60 or 70. Yeah, let's just do it 50% at the start, and we'll just make a start like so. Oh, it's less than that though. Let's and how much does it actually use? 3 tons of chemicals for 6 tons. So actually, we need to change that number quite a bit. There's something like that is a more reasonable movement, and then we'll get that going. So we'll get the workers to come in. I'm not too worried about the fact that we've got a lot of workers here. Actually, let's drop that down to like 30 just in the meantime. And we would like so who is bringing chemicals over here, or oil? Fuel distribution. Is fuel distribution picking up seems to do that, and I don't think we can add anything else. Oh, we can. Okay, well, if that's the case, what we would like to do is just get you to please drop off oil over there. When I mess with this stuff, I like to pause it. Yeah, drop off your oil over there. Get it up to about 50%. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So we'll get some oil in there. And the other thing we need to do is get chemicals in over here. So let's got chemical distribution. And what we'll do is we'll say, please pop in chemicals right over there. Unload for me up to, yeah, 90% should be fine. Which one is this? That one is where we're storing the chemicals. Okay, that's good. So that should now be up and running. What might be a problem here is we're not quite generating enough chemicals, or we're exporting them. Oh, this is the exports, and we're really not exporting them. Oh, we're delivering water by hand here. And also, I think we don't have any sewage connections, right? Yeah, we don't have. What's this guy doing? Oh, it's just dropping off the oil. That's fine. So this should continue to function quite reasonably so, and then this should start producing. I'm thinking this will start to produce plastics in just a bit. Okay, so that's that. Now let's quickly see about getting a few more houses in this area. Wouldn't mind popping a few in here. That actually looks pretty nice. If we just duplicate that one. If we take this one. And so I do that. That That should be pretty reasonable. We can get those two built. Did this actually have an access point? Now I can't. I don't know. And what we'll do is we will tie you together. Do something like that, maybe get something in front of it. I will build that, and then the rest can start its own construction process. Our money is looking pretty healthy there, but we'll get some more of these built now. And even squeeze in another one there, and I'm just thinking, this is not going to get there. So where would we? So I'm thinking, in order to make those two work, we'll probably need to get another waste facility somewhere over here. Something like this right there. Might be fine. Tie this one in on the other side there. And we will pay for that. Pay for this. And what we'll do is we will try and do, well, maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we should do this and that, and just pay for that. And now I believe we should have connectivity there. Excellent, that's good. This will grab us some biological waste and some mixed waste, and it should be fine. Excellent. So that's a further little bit of expansion there. Let's move on over to the other side of the map to Komoshenovsk, where everything is, I think, running okay. Let's see our numbers here. That's looking healthy. That's pretty healthy. Obviously, our exports are doing really well with all of this stuff. There's tons of nuclear fuel, so I'm actually quite excited at starting the journey of nuclear power journey. Start doing this. This is looking pretty healthy. This is nice and healthy at the moment, and these are stacked full, ready to go. So we're constantly producing here. That's the thing, right? We're constantly producing steel, so our steel production should be really healthy as well. So all of this is looking very good. I am thinking we should probably see about a further bit of expansion in this area. I believe we've got power and water over here, so we may as well start filling this in a little bit. They should be able to walk to that bus stop. Do we have another bus stop somewhere? We may we can always build another bus stop though. So let's see about just getting a few more, because I'm conscious these guys aren't doing anything. So let's see what we can do in terms of our expansion just over here. Now, I don't want to go super large. I think these are about 83 is a much more reasonable. 87. That's not a bad one. It's the same as I've got over there. Anything else we can build that's got a pretty reasonable one? And that's how much is that? That's 100 workers. I'm comfortable to not have this stuff be absolutely huge, right? Got the huge ones in the middle there. Just don't like the fact that they're kind of... So let's, for this one, let's try and angle it like this, right? If we do that, and maybe something like... Now, let's just flip it around. We'll offset it a bit. Yeah, that's good. We'll offset it something like that. And we'll flip it around again and do two of them over here now. No, we can't squeeze two. And then we'll flip it around again, and these two are just going to go head to head like that. I think that's about reasonable. Now, I'm just checking. Do we have a slightly smaller version of this one? I think we do. And we flip this one around. It's not my go-to style, I must say, but I think that'll be fine. So we'll do that. That's going to be a nice little area, I think. So let's get ourselves, at least, let's get some nice pathways through the middle here. We will have to be honest. Let's make this, well, let's just do this. No, yes, there we go. Come on. Here we go, that should be fine. Now run a pathway up there. And I'm pretty sure do that. And do that. And do this. There we go. Actually, that's pretty cool. And we'll tie that one in there. Excellent, that's good. And get a little straight section going there. I may as well do this. There we go. That should be okay. And I'm just thinking, how am I going to tie these two together? Do I just go straight over here? Or do we have a better little path going from here? We'll do something like that. We'll do something like this as well. In which case we now have a bit of a turn spinning. Let's trim it back just a little bit. Just want to make sure we have a pretty reasonable. We'll do something like that. We'll do something like this. We'll do something like that. And I'm pretty comfortable. So let's go ahead and, well, let's go ahead and do that and that for now. So at least we've got some access points going. And then let's go and pay for all of those pathways. Then I'm going to pause that. I'm going to close that one out. I'm going to quickly get rid of that little section of path there. We have to get rid of that one as well. Come on. Okay, there we go. That's done. Now what we'll do is we'll tie that one in there. We'll tie that one like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And we'll just pay for that. There we go. So now that's all good. Okay, so these guys can't really get there. It would be awesome if we could. Let's do that. Let's pay for that. Hopefully that means we'll get at least a couple more in there. So that means we still need one more kind of somewhere over here, which I'm happy to do. If we do this one. That's fine. And I'll just kind of auto build that. And so this one will be a bit of biological waste there also. Good. Okay, so that... we will have the construction crews coming in. Yeah, here they come straight away, ready to start building that. I will leave that tree there. That tree looks pretty cool. I'm happy we actually have that large tree there. We'll see about getting a bit of something in there. I don't necessarily want to do the big guy. But this guy, well, no, that's too big. Kind of like, if we were to put this one here, just at the edge of the building there. I like that. And what we'll do is we'll just give it a access point like that. We'll pay for that. So there we go. That one's in place there. That'll work. It should have everything it needs. With a bit of luck. You know what? Let's just continue this pathway. Across here, that makes a lot of sense to me. Got a lot of people now moving straight over that way, buildings without power supply. So I think we are struggling a little with power. That's a nice little expansion over there. We have a school here. We may need another kindergarten. That's okay. We'll probably expand that. There's a little strip here where we can plant some nice trees. But that's pretty cool. We'll leave it there. How is this going? Is that full? pretty much. Our trains are not moving things through quickly enough. We are starting to see some problems with that. So hopefully we will get our trash stuff up and running really quickly now. Do we have reasonable numbers of things in here? Yeah, seems pretty good. Our construction crews are doing their bit. Okay. Let's move back over. And I think that's probably going to be the end of the episode. Let's see how this is going. So our sewage network, actually everything is kind of ready apart from our plastic recycling plant, which is still kind of underway. Who's building it? Everybody that should be building it is building it. I may also assign Commotionov's team to come in here and assist with this. Some of these are actually... Yeah, so it's a little slow on some of these things. Hopefully we'll get there fair enough. We'll get there in a reasonable amount of time. But yeah, all of this other stuff is kind of popping in. We've got firefighters here. We don't have... Ooh, garbage container is filling up. So let's actually quickly have a look at that. We don't have anybody actually collecting garbage in this area. Probably need to be mindful of that. Push that back in there a little. That's actually pretty cool. Let's do that. I'm happy to go ahead and just pay for that. And this will need biological waste as well. And we will need to start kind of moving things through, right? But anyway, that's fine. We'll do that in the next episode. In the next episode, if this is taking too long, I might just pay for a few things. Then we'll go from there. These buildings, somebody construction's going on over here. These buildings are starting to come up. We should start seeing a bit of plastic now. Oh yeah, we are all good with plastic. Let's drop the number a little bit. And what we will need to do, one more final thing. Now that we've got plastic, let's just see. So where does our current plastic come from? Where do we actually put plastics? So let's have a look. The game has this ability where we can actually have a look at goods. So we want to see where plastic is stored at a pretty high rate. Okay, so plastics are hanging out over here for repairs. They are being made over here and they're being recycled over there. They're over there for repairs. They're over here for repairs, but no plastics anywhere else. Okay, so I need to figure out who's moving plastics around. On this side of things, we're not using plastic. We've got some plastic over here, which is quite an interesting one. So where does this plastic actually come from? We won't have... Oh, we've got this assigned here. We've got border imports. And border imports are actually dropping off plastics over here. And what do I think? Oh, no, not plastics. No plastics. So Thermoilski imports. Let's have a look at this one. I think this one is probably doing the plastics. Yeah, this is where the plastics are coming from. It's our backup system, really. Okay, so plastics are coming from there. So what I basically need to do is very quickly just set up distribution for this. And I'm kind of comfortable. We can do a little distribution office over here. We don't need a massive distribution office for plastics, right? And whether we're going to export plastics, let's have a quick look at this. So the price for plastic, I don't think it's enormous. It is pretty good though, but I think we're better off just moving it into electronics and things like that, or electronics, yeah, electronic components and electronics. But let's just do the standard kind of smaller distribution offices. Oh, we can make it work. So I'll do that. We'll get a distribution office in there. We'll build that. We'll get a few vehicles in there. And then we'll just quickly sort out our plastic distribution. So grab me covered holes, please. I'm pretty sure this is what we want. We just want 4 of those. Thank you. You will pick up plastics over here. Nothing but plastics. Don't pick up that. And then you will be dropping off plastics over there up to a value of like 90%. Not 100, 90% there. You're taking plastics to that area. You're taking plastics to this area over here. And if we go the other way, we'll just take plastics to here. That's it. So now we've got 4 trucks running plastics through. From there, I'm pretty sure we've got distribution that's taking plastic back to the other side. So I think that will do the trick. And now we still have backup if we run out of plastics, but at least that will give us a little bit more self-sufficiency with plastics. If we have a look at our trucks, they're all on the move, moving their plastics to wherever they need to go. And these guys are, doing their thing, creating more plastics. Exciting stuff, exciting stuff. So we've ticked off quite a few things, got plastics and we're distributing. We've done some improvements to gravel, which is resulting in a bit of a queue there, but we'll do some we've done some improvements to gravel. We'll need a better facility in the future. We're moving more workers over here now. So we should be making a bit of a dent in our crops and making sure we move more food in here. Yeah, there's a train that's just moved some food to Komoshenovsk. Yeah, that's fine. It's not. You're doing your job. Are you exporting though? No. That's fine. And we've set up the water and sewage at our new waste area. Now that will just continue to build, and in the next episode we'll probably commission this facility here to start working. We do need to do a little bit more in terms of power, but yeah, actually things are moving along pretty nicely now. A little bit more in terms of power, and then once all of this is working via train, we can start our cruise on building proper road infrastructure into this area. That should be fine. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.